Hello and welcome back to my channel. Please follow me on all my social media, links will be in the description box below. And like and comment on this video and please subscribe. Today we will be recreating the welcome home cake that the bell dam gives Coraline in the movie Coraline. But mine will have a different text on it as it's for a birthday party. For the first step you will need to make 2 cakes. As you can see, mine already made and completely cooled down. Then you can make it a chocolate cake so that it's a dark brown, or you can choose to add some food coloring if you don't like chocolate. Now just take your cake leveler, put it to the right size, and then just level your cakes. Now that one's done, off to the side. Now take your second cake and level that one too. We want it to be a completely flat surface. Now you can take the tops off. We will not be using this in our actual cake. You can either eat it, but whatever you do, don't throw it away. Because in the next video, I will show you a quick hack what to do with leftover cake. So put that in a bowl. Here I have one of my cakes. I just placed it on a turntable to make this next part a bit easier. So here I have some whipped cream that I just dyed brown with some food coloring. I'm just gonna take some of it, put it on the cake. Put everything on. I'm just going to spread that out with my offset spatula. As you can see, having a turntable for this is a lot easier, but you don't really need it. Now when you spread that out in a complete even coat, you can just take your other cake and carefully place that on top and press down. Now as you can see, some of my whipped cream went over the sides. So I'm just going to take a napkin and wipe that off. And that's this done. We are now going to make the small yellow flowers at the bottom of each candle. For this I have some yellow fondant. I'm just going to knead it with my hands a bit. When your fondant is soft and you can just squeeze it easily, you're just going to make it into sort of a ball shape and place it on your surface. Before we start rolling, I'm going to put some powdered sugar. This is so the fondant won't stick to the counter. And just there, and put some powdered sugar on the fondant roller. You can use a normal rolling pin for this too. And then just start rolling out your fondant. When you finish rolling out your fondant, you can just take a flour cookie cutter and just start cutting out how many you want. I'm going to put 11 candles, so for that I will need to make 22 flowers. So just press it down. Dip your cookie cutter in the powdered sugar before you start cutting, otherwise it will stick. Okay, now I cut out all my flowers. Now just take the excess fondant and carefully take it up. And just squeeze that, and you can put it in a plastic bag and save it for another time. You never know when you'll need some yellow fondant. Now we will need to give these flowers a curve. For this you will need as many small bowls as you can find, or anything that you can put them in to curve it. some water to stick two of them together, and some powdered sugar to make them not stick to the bowl. So first what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my first bowl and sprinkle in the slightest bit of powdered sugar. This is really just to make them not stick. Then I'm going to take a small brush, take one of my fondant flowers and just put a small spot of water in the middle, and then take another flower and put it on, but put it on slightly twisted so that they're not exactly on top of each other, but it kind of sticks out from the bottom. Then you can just take your fondant roller and roll them out together to make them a bit thinner and to make them stick together better. Then just take this and place it in your bowl. And that's one done. Now just do that to the rest of your fondant flowers. As I was doing it, I thought it didn't look as nice as in the original, so I changed my method. What I basically did is I took one of the flowers and I just rolled it out until it was really thin and large enough to fit this medium-sized cookie cutter. It's a bit bigger than the small one I just used. Then I just cut that out, then took off the excess. Then again I just took a bowl, sprinkled powdered sugar, and then I put that flour into the bowl. Then I added some water in the middle, and then the other flour, we didn't do anything to that, and we just stick that in the center and press down with your thumb in the center to give it even more of a curve. And that will look a bit prettier than the other one. But you can of course still do that if you like that. Now I just put all of the small balls onto a container lid. You can always use a baking tray or anything to put them on that's hard and flat. You don't need to stack them, but I didn't have enough space, and it doesn't matter if you stack them because the bowls aren't touching the flowers underneath. Now I'm just going to place this in the fridge so that they can completely harden. Now we are going to make the buttercream frosting. For this I have some softened butter. I'm just going to add that into my bowl. And then I have some powdered sugar here. I'm just going to add a bit of this, not everything yet. And then just take your electric hand mixer and whisk this together on a medium speed. When that is well incorporated, add half of your leftover sugar and mix that as well. Then add the rest of your powdered sugar. On the Beldame's cake, there is some writing on it. It says welcome home. Mine's going to say happy 11th birthday, but for that we will also use buttercream frosting. Now I'm not bothered to mix more, so all I'm going to do is take a bowl and just take about this much and just put that in this bowl. Actually, this is a bit more. This is how much I think I will need to write my letters, but it depends how big the font you want, what you're going to write and everything, so just be careful about this. Then I'm going to take my red food coloring, because this writing is red, and just dye it. And we'll take my spatula and just mix that up. Be sure to scrape your spatula in between to make sure that everything is well incorporated and everything becomes red. Now this is the perfect color. Now we are going to frost our cake. So I have my orange buttercream frosting right here. I'm just gonna take a big scoop of this and put that on the cake. Like I said, for my cake you will need a lot. So now I'm just gonna spread it out. Now that I have this evenly spread out, what I'll do is I'm just going to press down and pull it up to create a bit of texture, as in the actual, as on the actual cake, it's not really evenly neat. Also going to add a bit of dents and a few drag marks. Okay, now we're just going to take some more buttercream frosting. And this part's actually kind of fun. Basically, on the actual cake there are some drips, sort of dripping effect. So you're going to take your offset spatula, just place it like this, press it down and pull up. And then just make those drips as well. These of course don't have to be perfect. Then just do that all around the cake, making them all different shapes and sizes. Then when you did that to all the sides, I'm just going to take my spatula again and press against them and then pull away to again add some rough texture to show that it's not perfect. Then I'm just going to take some more and just spread this out on the edges so that the brown doesn't really show. Then just take more buttercream frosting and place that on any bold spots you have, especially on the top. You do not want this the brown to really show. Then just put some on the edges as well to make it really seem like it's just dripped over. Then just create even more drag marks since we just covered it up again. And now we can put this into the fridge so the buttercream frosting can harden. So now I have my cake, it's just out of the fridge. It's hardened on the sides. On the top it's still a bit soft, but that doesn't really matter. Now we're going to take our red buttercream frosting. I just put it into a small sandwich bag and cut the tip off. And then you're basically going to write whatever you want on your cake. And then when that's done, you are going to add your candles. Now I'm just going to take the fondant flowers that we made before, and I'm going to arrange them around the cake. Now I'm going to take my candles and put one candle in the middle of each flower. And that's the completed cake. This is the completed set. I think this cake really looks like the Coraline cake. The only thing is the flowers are a bit different, but I think the Beldan put too much detail. And then the truffles, I think they just look really cute and they taste amazing. So please enjoy if you make this. Tag me on Instagram if you recreate this cake or these truffles. I'd love to see your creations.